Hey YouTube, it's your regular Joe Justin here, back to give you another part 2 to one of my more popular videos, the best shit hits the fan weapons, or prepper weapons, whichever way you want to go. I'm going to cover what I covered last time. I covered both the AR-15 and the Glock 27, and I covered mainly 3 points, and it was more of a broad spectrum video. Excuse me. More of a broad spectrum video about 3 things. One, ammunition was easy to find, and their parts were going to probably be easy to find. And I covered usability, basically saying that both of these platforms were going to be easy to strip down in the field. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth today. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, and I'm going to go into some specs for the Glock. I talked about this in the other video a little bit. I touched on it. It is fairly light, and like I said, it goes bang every time. If you can see here, this was taken off the Magpul website. It's kind of hard to see. The weight comes in at 560 grams, or 19 3/4 ounces. You know, obviously that's unloaded. Loaded with 9 rounds in the magazine would be at 26.96 ounces, and that's 765 grains, or yeah, excuse me, grams. So relatively light, just over a pound in both categories. So, and another thing I wanted to touch on that I didn't really go over so much in the last video was magazine capacity. Most of your 1911s with the 40, 45 are sitting around that 6 to 7 without one in the chamber. You can get 9 rounds in that magazine. Now if you put one in the chamber, that's 10 rounds. In that shit hits the fan situation, you don't know how much you're going to be shooting, so having the capability to get rounds down range is going to be a big deal. Going over to the AR-15, magazines all over the place. P-mags, GI, US GI mags, every kind of manufacturer has tried to get their hands in the AR-15 mag market, so you're gonna be able to find these magazines everywhere, and I touched on that in my other video. But 30 rounds, that's a lot of rounds. You can easily get yourself on 100-round drums, 40 rounders. The sky's the limit for the most part. There's all kinds of accessories for these magazines where you can put an adapter. I don't know if you'd call it an adapter, but a deal in you attach it to this magazine, which allows you to attach a second 30-round magazine to it, so that essentially while it's in your one of your magazines are in the rifle, another one is sitting to the side of it. So then easily all you got to do is release the magazine and pop the other one in, just move it over and pop it in. So, you know, capabilities, once again, getting rounds down range in that situation where your life's in danger, you know, that's great to have that capability of 30 rounds. Once again, Glock, the standard magazine comes with a 9-rounder. I had to say 8 there. So you can get 2-round extensions, just like this one here, where it comes down just far enough, or you can add 2 extra rounds to this magazine. Or this is the Glock 27. It will also accept, if you wanted to, and this is another reason why this Glock in particular is a great one, is if you have an extra barrel, a different barrel, at the 9mm barrel. Like I said, this is 40 Smith & Wesson. If you have a 9mm barrel, you can put the 9mm barrel in here. You're carrying 2, essentially, by having both those barrels, you're having the capability of shooting both calibers, and that's fantastic. It's like the AR. You carry multiple uppers. I carry this upper. This is a Yankee Hill machine upper, and I also carry a .22 caliber upper. That way I have the capability of shooting 223, 5.56, and 22 long rifle. Probably two of the most popular rifle ammunition across the country. You're going to find them anywhere. So, you know, you have the capability of multiple calibers in both of these weapon systems. 2 calibers here, even more than that, 2 calibers here. All you need is a different magazine. You could probably get the 40 to work for the 9mm. I don't suggest it though. So, not only that, you can get these magazines in the 10 round. I've seen them in, I believe, 13 and 15 round magazines. Correct me if I'm wrong, go ahead and put in a comment below, let everybody know. And I've also seen them in 33 round magazines. Sure, it's going to protrude quite a bit towards the bottom here, but hey, when you need to get rounds down range, what's that matter? So, you know, those are fantastic options, having 2 calibers for both of these weapon systems. It's just invaluable. You don't know what kind of ammunition you're going to be able to find in that prepper shit hits the fan situation. So, I mean, just great. Just another recap on that. Once again, both of them are very light. The AR, going more over to AR-15, obviously you can see there's an array of different accessories to fit everybody's needs. I've covered anywhere from point blank to out to 200 yards was my goal. I put this, like I said, this Yankee Hill machine upper is sitting on a DPMS lower. It's more of a mid-range rifle. With the different stuff I've done to it, I would consider it to be a more higher end rifle now at this point. You could spend a lot more on a rifle, and really all you're getting is just, in my opinion, sometimes you're just getting maybe a slightly better machined product, and they're both probably going to perform equal. This one has a barrel on it that is a little less than it's not, I wouldn't consider it a heavy barrel, but it is not a light barrel either. It's in between the two, so you're saving weight with the diamond fluted and it not being completely heavy barrel, but it is chrome lined, so you're going to have a little bit of longevity. Underneath the handguard, it is lightweight. That just helps with cooling with large rates of fire. So that was my choice. I wanted to have a rifle with a heavier barrel on it. But I didn't have the weight of the heavier barrel, so that was my choice. And if you can see here, the cost of a full rifle from Yankee Hill machine is around that 1,500 mark. You know, and ARs you can spend anywhere from 700 on up to $5,000. It just depends on how crazy you want to get. They use good aluminum in their lower and upper receivers. Their barrels got the 4140 steel. It's heat treated. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people say that you need I don't know the other number right off the top of my head, but there's a different type of steel. But I've never had anything go wrong with them, and I've gone out and shot 100 rounds in a day or more. And I'm not the type of person that I only go out and shoot 3 times a year. I generally try to get out at least once a week, and if I can't do that, it's at a minimum once a month. So this one is chambered in 5.56, and which allows you to shoot both 5.56 and 2.23. It is, like I said, it is chrome lined, so that's great. I bought this upper for $600, in that range, somewhere to $650, something like that. So you know, if you want a reliable prepping weapon, you know, this ain't a bad deal. What was I going to show you here? Oh, total weight. If this weapon was bare, 7.1 pounds. 7.1 pounds. That's like almost nothing when we're talking, you know, firearms. I've got a 308 that's a bolt action Mauser action. Just with it and the scope's nothing fancy. It's just a Weaver 3x9, and it's not a heavy scope by any means. And it weighs in at 10 pounds. Sure, 3 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're carrying ammo and everything else, it makes a difference. So, you know, I opted for this fluted barrel. You don't have to get a Yankee Hill machine or anything like that, but I opted for a fluted barrel because it reduces the weight, increases strength by a little bit, but yet I'm not sacrificing in a weaker barrel. You know, to me, a heavier barrel profile will give you a little bit better accuracy. Plus, it's going to last longer. It gives you a little bit of longevity, especially under sustained fire. So, to me, that's a necessary thing. Like I said, not having to carry all that weight of a heavy barrel around. So, you know, I kind of got the best of both worlds. So, I urge you guys to take a look at Yankee Hill machine stuff. I have had good luck with DPMS also. Obviously, both my rifles have the DPMS lowerers on them, and I think they're great. If you guys like the video, please leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. Like I said, this is just kind of more of a points that I missed in my previous video, and just wanted to recap on that. So let me know what you guys think of the video, and if you want to see more generally like this, and I can go into different stuff, go ahead and leave me a comment below what you want to see, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. For Joe's by a Joe, and like I said, I'll see you guys next time. Take her easy.